Hello everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you how to make these easy zipper pulls or purse charms, whatever you'd like. I'd say the bigger one would be a charm, purse charm. And I've used gold nice size lobster claw and some sparkly rondelles that I had in my stash, along with two Jesse James beads and a nice tear cast charm. Okay. Also, I want to show you bead caps are nice to make it, a little bit fancier looking. It just looks better. A lot of times with a bead cap, and there I got a loved tab charm and a blue turquoise bead that's got some darker blues and grays through it, so I could use that. Beautiful check heart bead and another lobster claw. I do have some larger lobster claws, which I think are lovely. I've got some that I'll show you here in a minute that swivel, but here's another. I've just used, Jesse Jane bead, I think that's tear cast flower, rondelle, a couple of bead caps, and a crackled bead. This is a good way to use the beads that you don't know what to do with, but you think they're gorgeous. They're really pretty. Here's a bead that I made with polymer clay and with bead caps and a heart and then a charm. Here's a check flower. Alright, let me get it straight. There we go. With a couple of gemstone. I think it's, what is that gemstone? And, I didn't notice until working with these, but I don't know, it looks like these little Heishi beads have holes. 2 holes going through them, but I'm not sure. I can see it on camera and in pictures. Okay, and then this would be a nice zipper pull. It's nice and small. So with this beautiful check drops and butterfly, the little I am charm, that would be a nice zipper pull. This would be a nice zipper pull. It's a Swarovski. Wait a minute, I turned it the wrong way. A Swarovski star with a nice blessed charm. That'd be a nice zipper pull. And so with this other smaller one. That gorgeous charm. This is a rose quartz, and this is a check drock. Alright, so there's some examples. So you're going to need either, you need some 3-inch head pins, or eye pins, I mean. Because, you're going to want to wrap your loop and have plenty of room to, good room to put your beads on. Alright, or you're going to need some, I don't know, I'd say about 20 gauge wire instead of the eye pins. You can make your own with your wire. If you don't have the 3-inch head pins or don't have them in the right color, here's some brass wire. you know, in case, because I got some lobster claws in this color, so I could do that color. Here's one. Here's the lobsters I got in the antique brass, and here's one of the zipper pulls I made, but that charm's not working out. See how I wanted it to be in the center here, so it just didn't work out. So I'd have to change. I'd have to redo this. Alright, and then you're just going to need a charm and whatever beads. Of course, the lobster claw. Let's see. Let's see. See, I've got, these are the swivel lobsters. Here's the brass, or bronze. Where's the gold? Here's some smaller silver lobster claws. That's what I used on most of them, as well as the gold lobster claw. So I'm gonna make a gold zipper pull today. I'm gonna need a gold charm, which I've got. Look at these clasps I got at Hobby Lobby. Aren't those nice for some chunky chain? See, they open and close like this, and they swivel. I think that would be nice. You get 4 in a package for $5, and if you go when they're 50% off, you get them for $2.50. Alright, so I got my gold lobster claw out. I'm using gold, as I said. There's my charm. I got my wire. I don't need these. Here's some. I got these at Hobby Lobby, half off. I don't think I'm going to be making anything as big as this, but we'll see. I might have to find some other. Now, the colors on this charm are like a milky colors. See, some of them aren't, but the leaf or the petals are. We got green, we got blue, like an aqua color, even a red, ruby red, and a topaz, like a peridot, and then like a crystal AB, I think. Alright, so I'm just wondering if one of these pearls would work. Here's one that's got a pinkish tint. Look at that broke pearl, isn't that pretty? That'd make a pretty one. A pretty purse charm or zipper pull. I don't know if the wire would go through that, though. That's the problem. I doubt it. This is so small of a hole. No way this wire's gone through. Let me find the... Okay, I've taken and I've cut off a piece of wire, and you know where it's on the roll, it kind of curves, so try to work with it, warm it up like this, get it straight as you can. Alright, I've picked out some beads. I've got these white milky beads that'll definitely go. I've got a few different leaves that match the stones around it. I got a couple of bicones that match the stones around it and a flower. See, there's a purple and then a red, so purple there. I've got the green, like the peridot sort of color green here. This is a lighter milky green, so I think it would look alright. Or this turquoise green here, the blue here. So, you know, and I got some kind of like peridot colored green drugs, or whatever those are. I don't know if those are the magic beads or whatever. And a couple different colored topaz. So I haven't made my mind up yet, of course. So let's take our pliers and go down to where you can comfortably make a wrap loop with this much wire. Bend it 90 degrees. Like that. Alright, I use these pliers here a lot. I think they're loop making pliers. And however big you want your loop is where you put your, if you want a big loop you go back farther, if you want a smaller loop go back towards the front. And I'm just going to keep turning my pliers and keep pushing down. And then I'm going to pull my smallest part of wire back around and make that loop. Okay, now I'm going to open this so I can get the lobster claw clasp on. And then I'm going to squeeze it back closed, and I'm going to wrap that loop. I like to use pliers so I can pull it tight and get close wraps. Oops. My pliers keep slipping off. This wire is quite firm, so it's a little harder to wrap. And then I'm going to squeeze my wraps close together to make it look neater, tidy it up. Okay, it needs to come around just a little bit more. Alright, now I'm going to cut as close as I can get it. I'll take my pliers and tuck the end in. Okay, so this is going to be your front, where your lobster claw lever is. This will be the back side, so make sure you keep that in mind. Alright, so we're going to be working from the top to the bottom. And I wish I had some gold, you know, daisy spacers, or I used all of my gold balls, beads for another project. I don't really have any besides these big gold. I wonder what they'd look like if I put them on to make a gold bead. With no bead in the center, you know. Yeah, they're not lining up right. Yeah, that's not going to work. Alright, let me figure out the order. Let me cut this. I'm definitely using one of these milky white rondelles. Alright. So I'm just going to start putting these on and seeing how I like it. See, let's put a flower. If it goes over the wire. They're really small flowers, yes. And see, that's what it would look like. And then it would have this as a dangle. And that's not great. Let's change it up. Okay, I definitely want these. And let's get rose quartz in there. Alright, and rose quartz. How about I'm going to try this. Because I want it pretty small. Let's see. Let's put another of these. Or I could use this baby blue one. Just 1 minute. Alright, I went through my stash and I found some gold daisy spacers, which helped out greatly. And what I decided was that I wanted the charm to be the focal instead of a big leaf or a flower. I think for a zipper pull, the charm will be the focal, and these are just big accents. So I added a 4 mil, it looks like 4 mil, yeah, 4 mil check pearl, I'd say a 4 mil daisy spacer, a 4x6, I believe, millimeter crystal rondelle, daisy spacer, a white milky rondelle for the center, daisy spacer and another 4x6mm rondelle, daisy spacer, 4mm pearl. Alright, now when you make your loop, you have to see how your charm is made to see which direction your loop's going to go. Okay, mine's got a jump ring, so my loop's going to be facing the same exact direction as the top loop. So we will look at our loop. Okay, we'll find try to make it like, exactly the same direction as this loop in the bottom. Alright, I've got my pliers grabbed, and I'm just going to push my wire down at about a 90-degree angle, and then I'm going to get my loop making pliers and fit them in. And I don't need a real big loop at the bottom because my jump ring isn't that heavy. I have a gate, I mean, it's not real big like some of the lobster claws are. So I've got it about right there on my pliers. Oops. And then bring my loop around the bottom. It's just like a round nose plier in there. See, right here. It's round. This just helps to squeeze the loop. So I've got my loop. I'm not going to open it because I've got to well, you know what? I'm not going to even open my jump ring. I'm going to slide it right on this. So I just pulled up to open a little. Okay, which side's... This is the back. So I'm going to figure out how to slide my charm on to where the back is this way. Because see, this is the back. On the other side, we're facing the back. Alright, and then I'm going to close my loop. Squeeze it down there. I'm going to grasp that loop. And I'm going to wrap. And if you can't get it tight enough to wrap with your fingers, use your pliers. Alright, let me squeeze these up tight together to make room for my third wrap. Okay. That's the front, so I want to make sure the back side of my wrap is okay. I'm going to cut that as close as I can. And then I'm going to take my pliers and I'm going to tuck that down. Okay. And there's our little zipper pull. Or purse charm. Alright. That's adorable. I just think they're so cute and they make nice gifts for Christmas. Alright, we're going to make one more. Let's put this one up here so you can see it. Alright, this one, we're going to make a little one. A little tiny one. And because the metal in it has a coppery, like a rose gold tint, I'm using a rose gold not lobster claw and this supposedly antique brass. But it looks more of a, it's got like a pinkish tint to it. So I'm losing my daylight, so I'm hoping everybody can see. Let me get my, okay, so And this wire is kind of soft, so I gotta be really careful. So let's bend it where we can get a good wrapped loop. Geesh, it's almost too soft. Okay, and then we'll make our loop for a lobster claw. Just bring it around the back like that. It might be a little too small, so loosen it up a little. Open it a little bit. Put our lobster claw on. You slide it right on there. You close. And then wrap your loop. Cut up the excess as far down as you can. And push your end in. Tuck your end so don't catch on anything. Oops, I pushed it the wrong way. Alright, I'm squeezing my loops tighter together and that'll help me tuck that end. Alright. And then all I'm going to put on is a rose gold colored 8/0 seed bead, the heart. Get back, Sweet Pea. Alright, and then like I said, the heart. Oh, I hope it goes on here. I don't see why it wouldn't. I've used it before here. Alright, and I reamed the bead out and I got it on, let's see, and then the rose gold 8/0. And I'm going to make sure where my loop is. If I want to hang the charm right on the loop, and I'm going to wrap the loop, so it's got to go opposite. It has to go, see how our loop's going this way. This loop has to go this way to fit our charm. Alright, so and figure out, say the loop has to go this way. What am I doing? Right like this. So bend your wire at a 90-degree angle there at the end of your beads. Alright. See the loop, the other loop's gone the opposite way. Or not the opposite, but a different direction. This one's got to go this way. And we got to put our charm on it. It doesn't have to be very big. Loop. Smaller. To me, the smaller looks better. You don't have as much space between the... Oh, sorry. I was reaming that bead and I reamed my finger. And I had the toilet paper on it to stop it from bleeding. Alright, now let's open our loop. Okay, I gotta figure out what direction. Just the front. Okay. Then we're going to close the loop. Hold on to it. If it's small, it's a little harder. And then make sure your beads are where you want them, and then gosh, it's not wanting to wrap the way I want it to. There we go. Kind of have to pull up when you're wrapping these first wraps. Alright, and then cut off as close as you can. Make sure your loops are nice and tight and tidy. For some reason I got my loop off, so I'll have to turn it. Let's see. Probably when I was wrapping it. Nope. It's got to be turned a little bit more. See, this soft wire moves too easily. There we go. There's our two little zipper pulls that we made. I think they're cute. I like the smaller ones for the zipper pulls. They're both pretty small. This one's pretty small. Where's that? This one's pretty small. In the store, Swarovski star is pretty small. But it's drilled funny, so you got to be careful. It wants to lay funny. It's drilled on one side. Okay, and I like this one as well. It's smaller. These would all be good for zipper pulls. And then these big ones over here would be more like purse charms. So there we go. I thought I'd show you a little something to make during the Christmas season that doesn't take too long, but is beautiful. Alright. Everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my videos. And the only thing I have to say is take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.